Hey guys, it's TreeBaron here. I've been sick lately, so I haven't really been making a lot of videos, not as many as I've wanted to make. I should have made a video on this earlier, but I didn't. But now I am, in light of some recent news that Mundane Matt did a story on, about Star Wars Rogue One. Now, if you don't know what Star Wars Rogue One is, it's a standalone Star Wars movie spin-off, okay? It's official, it's licensed, or whatever. There's already a trailer up for it. I'll try to put a link in the description below. And Star Wars Rogue One makes me upset. And the reason it makes me upset is because of the man who's directing it. A man by the name of Gareth Edwards. Now you're probably saying, why does this upset TreeBaron? I've never even heard of Gareth Edwards. Well, honestly, I hadn't heard of him either. And there's good reason for that. And that's because if you go to Google and you type in Gareth Edwards movies, it's going to show you a list of all his movies. Now you might think, because he's been chosen for a Star Wars project, that the man has a lot of experience. Maybe he's been directing movies for 20, 30 years, maybe longer. Maybe every single one of his movies you've heard of before. Maybe they're all great hits, you just hadn't heard of them. But actually, that's not the case. You see, if you type them in Google, 5 movies are going to pop up. 5 total, okay? One of the movies is Star Wars Rogue One, which he is currently directing, in the process of directing. Of the other 4, there's a slight chance you've heard of 2 of them. And there's a definite chance that you've heard of 1 of them. And one of them, the one that I hate, the one that I've seen, the only one that I've seen, is Godzilla. Now, I'm not talking about the 2001 Godzilla. I'm talking about Godzilla 2014. I hated Godzilla 2014. There's a lot of reasons to hate it, for me personally. But I'm open-minded. And not everyone hates it, okay? But a lot of people think it's kind of a mediocre film, right? Nobody that I've, talked with said, oh man, I really loved Godzilla 2014. Sure, they wanted to see a sequel. They were happy to see a monster movie, But I haven't heard of people loving it, honestly. And I'm actually going to look it up on Rotten Tomatoes right now. I'm just curious to see what score it got. It got a 74%. Okay. Only 66% of people liked it. And it scored a 74%. Now, if I put that into a letter grade, that's a C. Okay? It's not a bad grade, but it ain't a good grade either. Right? So, that's his most notable film. There's Monsters, Factory Farmed, never heard of it, never seen it. End Day, never heard of it, never seen it. This man went from End Day, Factory Farmed, Monsters, to Godzilla, to Star Wars? Really? Who does this guy know that after directing 4 movies, they just said, oh yeah, here's Star Wars, especially after Godzilla was mediocre at best. Mediocre at best. Like I said, I hated that movie. And what am I talking about? There was a recent news story on a site called Page 6. This looks like some sort of blog. But Disney execs in a panic over the upcoming Star Wars film. And what's in this basically is they're scrambling to do reshoots and such because Star Wars Rogue One was not received well by test audiences. Okay? And I can't say I'm surprised, but I am upset. This upsets me greatly. Okay? Because I know that Gareth Edwards got his greedy little paws on there somehow, and he just fucked up the whole movie, okay? I know he did, and I blame him for Godzilla 2, which was a mediocre film. I mean, they wouldn't even let the man direct Godzilla 2, and yet he got pinned for Star Wars, okay? That was just a mistake. A mistake, okay? This guy, he messed up a Godzilla movie, okay? I'm going to be honest here. You can give a monkey a camera and tell them to film a Godzilla movie, and as long as you add those special effects in there and have Godzilla in the movie, There you go. You made a pretty decent Godzilla movie, okay? It's not about the plot, okay? Nobody goes to see a Godzilla movie for the deep plot and the characters, okay? It's a monster movie. That's what Pacific Rim understood, okay? Pacific Rim understood why people were going to see Pacific Rim. They wanted to see big-ass robots kicking monsters' ass to save the Earth, okay? That's what they want to see, okay? That's it. Independence Day. It's a good movie. I liked it. The plot probably isn't that great, okay? There's probably loopholes and all sorts of shit in the plot. It's not that great, okay? But it's a good movie because nobody's there for the plot, okay? I could say this about a lot of other movies that are in this kind of genre, right? It's not exactly an apocalypse genre, but it's the monster movies, okay? Going into Godzilla, I literally said, I'm like, okay, if they show me Godzilla and I get to see Godzilla destroy a city or whatever, I'm going to be happy with this movie. That was it. That was my only criteria. And I walked out of that movie upset, okay? Because the whole movie, they just tease you with Godzilla. There's this one shot, which I know the director is responsible. Okay, you can tell me whatever, but I know Gareth Edwards is responsible. Godzilla's about to have this epic fight in Hawaii, right? He's about to throw down with another monster. And I'm like, finally this movie has picked up. I shit you not. It cuts to another scene, like right as Godzilla's about to throw a punch or claw or whatever you call it. And you see it in the back on a tiny little television screen. Okay? And you see like this epic fight like on a tiny little TV screen like going on. And it's like the director, Gareth Edwards, is just sitting there like, oh yeah, you wanted to see Godzilla fight? Too bad, bitch. It's my movie. Okay? Now, not everyone had that experience with Godzilla, but it pissed me off a lot. And I can only imagine what huge mistakes he's made with Star Wars Rogue One. Okay? Even if you liked Godzilla, even if you loved it, even if you liked Gareth Edwards' stuff, Godzilla just did mediocre. Don't you think it was a mistake to just pick him to direct this Star Wars movie? It was just such a mistake. Okay? Such a mistake. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe. Oh, and leave a comment. What do you think about the Godzilla movie? And do you think someone who's directed 4 movies should really be directing a Star Wars movie? Thanks for watching.